Hey, everybody, welcome to Making Sense of It All with Jesse Siggs. As we continue on with our professional and anything but golf series, I am pleased to bring you JP from PuttAim. JP, thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, JC, thank you so much for having us.
So, JP, before we jump into everything, just high level for my audience, tell them what PuttAim is.
Yeah, so PuttAim is a revolutionary golf training aid that uses laser technology to enhance putting using accuracy and consistency. So it's designed to help you and all other golfers improve their alignment and stroke by providing visual and immediate feedback.
And that's fantastic. Like I said, we're going to jump into all of it. We're going to get into the gritty details. But before we do, I always like to kind of step back and tell my audience who you are and kind of why you started the company. So if you could, tell everybody what your background is tell everybody what your background is in the game. Tell them what, kind of how you got here.
Yeah, sure. So my cousin and I, we grew up born and raised in New Jersey, and we've been avid golfers for about 25, 30 years now. I played a little high school and college golf myself, and I've created this product basically to help players improve their game. So my background is in engineering. We're both engineers, I think, which gave me the skills to develop an innovative and effective training aid. So this is a laser-based training aid that helps golfers refine their alignment and stroke. Um, we wanted to create something with our engineering skills, so we utilized our 3D printers, and we've for about a year into we started in early 2023. We've made mock-ups until we refined something to now make out of solid aluminum, and it has an amazing white automobile type finish on it. So the quality is absolutely amazing. It's something that we stand behind 100%. Comes with an amazing travel case and super easy to use, and it works. It actually works.
Yeah, no doubt. I can attest to that because you had sent me one so that I could have kind of that kind of that feel and touch before we had this conversation. And it's, just so my audience knows, the thing is first class. I mean, it looks fantastic. I always kind of like liken anything to the iPhone as far as if I can pick it up and use it, then I like it. And it's like if I have to actually learn how to use it and actually put a lot of effort into it, then that my ADD kicks in and then I kind of run off in the other direction. But I'll tell you what, it's point and shoot as far as that goes. I picked it up, I could put it together very simply and use it, and I thought it was fantastic. So, like I said, we'll dive into that a little bit more. What was everybody always feel like this is my favorite question to ask this whole episode, but is your why behind it? Like, what was it that inspired you to do this? What was it that, made you think, hey, I think that we can provide golfers something that's easy to use and that can make them better?
I think it's rooted in helping golfers of all levels of the game and more about building confidence in the game. So, like, golf is a mental and technical sport, as you know, right? And I wanted to create something that could remove frustration and guesswork from putting. I mean, we always have those friends on the golf course, and you're ready to putt, and they'll be like, "Hey, it's two balls to the right," you know, and then the putt doesn't go in. Why doesn't it go in? Because you didn't hit it two balls to the right, or you hit it too hard, too slow, right? The speed matters, right? So basically, this eliminates all the guesswork. So the goal is to practice 5 foot putts and 6 foot putts and 7 foot putts and learn how to putt the ball straight. So no matter if it's two balls to the right, three balls to the right, you're going to hit that mark. And that mark gives you a really good chance of making that ball in. So where we're from in New Jersey, it's almost seasonal golf. So
Yes.
around this time of the year, we kind of have to hunker down and go to indoor. Now we have indoor facilities that we could practice in. This was something to have, aside from simulators, which just came out, home simulators within the last couple of years. This was something to ensure that you can continue practicing and get that feel, keep that stroke warm until if you're going on a golf trip or when the weather gets better,
Right.
It's like our thing was what we loved about it is when we developed probably around 15 units and we gave them out to industry professionals and seeing users improve and hearing their success stories is probably what drives me to keep innovating and growing this brand.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak. I live in Florida, so it's like we do have year-round golf around here. So it's like when you send it to me, one of the biggest things that came into my mind, it wasn't necessarily about practicing indoors, although that has been fantastic because I've been at a hotel, I've been in my office, I have been in my house during a hurricane, I've been all over the place, and I can practice my putting with it. All I got to do is set it up, turn it on, and I've got a putting green right there. So I thought that is fantastic. The other thing, though, to me is that it made me realize how what I see as a straight putt or the way that I putt isn't necessarily what is factually straight in my mind are two different things. So I thought that was, a great piece of feedback that I got instantaneously by just turning it on and setting up a straight putt.
Right, right, absolutely. I mean, the versatility on this thing is awesome. I mean, we've seen people use it in obviously their homes, their offices, hotels, like you mentioned. People are using it in golf simulators now, the driving range, not just for putting, but actually just to align them um, for their full golf swing.
No doubt. Dare I say it would be a fantastic toy for your cat as well.
Yeah, we have some of those videos. Actually.
I'm sure you do. It'd probably be fantastic for your Instagram page.
Right.
So you said you guys launched this just last year. So for you guys have been up and running for about 12 months now, and I know that you've had success. Did you expect the level of success that you have had with this product as fast as you've had it?
To be honest with you, no. It's a funny story. So we filed for patent last November, so it's almost year to date. We went into market November 1st of 2023. Before Black Friday, which is almost exactly a year, we sold out of our first order that we put together. So we had over 1,000 units, and we sold them out before even Black Friday. Jay and I looked at each other and we're like, "Holy crap, we got something here!" And so we started manufacturing it in a larger scale, and we started marketing it. And this was, mind you, this was without any marketing. This was just
Sure.
Instagram, just Instagram. We were just using Instagram, and
The power of some free media.
absolutely right. It was mind blowing, and then it was exciting because we had people call us like Sahith Tagala reached out to us. Hideki Matsuyama reached out to us. Bunch of MLB players, NBA players, hockey players, so many D1 players. They all reached out to us and they were like, "Hey, can we try one? Can we try one?" We send them out and they're like, "Oh, this thing's freaking awesome." It's
Yeah.
it's not rocket science, right? But there's a hole and there's a laser, and we're just telling you to don't try to create something that you don't need all these funky things around your arms and to practice this putting. Your stroke is your stroke. Don't try to change your stroke, the way you swing. Don't try to change that. Just get the feel of how to align yourself and be extremely confident when you putt the ball, and
Yeah.
automatically your scores start going down.
It's the old
Another
KISS
thing.
acronym.
Yeah, right, right, exactly. Um, Another big thing was kids, junior golfers, parents reaching out to us. It was mind blowing and eye opening, and then we understood why, because kids get so bored. I mean, we do too, of practicing putting. You rather go to a driving range or to a simulator or and just blast balls as hard as you can, right? People love doing that. Kids love doing that. This now has a cool green line on the floor, so kids actually focus and practice. So we're seeing huge success with junior golfers as well.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you that's what first caught my attention when I reached out to you guys because I saw your stuff on Instagram and it was the cool green line I was like, this makes a lot of sense. The things that I thought about too were, whether you use a chalk line to practice or if you use a line where you're taking two pegs and sticking a piece of twine up, up to make a straight putt,
Yep.
everything I'm talking about here, it always is very complicated. Even the overhead simulators to where they create that projection on the ground to where they make all those putting games, well, then that's complicated and expensive. I was like, this is
Mm-hmm.
simple. This is you guys are cost effective. You guys put a very fair price to your product. And I'm getting a far superior product to anything I just mentioned. Maybe, sans maybe that above, the above head projector, but that thing's incredibly expensive. And that's, you're talking about, some cost intensive and also area intensive requirements for something like that. But But to be able to offer something that is technically better and also cost effective, I think it's absolutely tremendous. And it's, it harkens back to the fact you said you and your cousin are engineers, which, is pretty impressive just in and of itself. But then, you just kind of mentioned it in passing, but you also were someone who played golf at a very high level. You were a collegiate golfer. So it's like to combine those two things. I mean, yeah, I've said it to a few people, but that's a unicorn right there. I mean, that's something that people don't always get to have that experience playing at a high level and understanding what it takes to be good. And then also having that engineering background. I think that's incredibly impressive.
Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. It's super exciting. It's just the best thing about this, Jesse, or the hardest thing for us is to
Yeah.
try to develop. We try to get so creative in creating videos and things like that, but you have to have it in your hand. Once you have it in your hand, you're like, oh crap, this is something really high quality.
Yes.
You know, this
100%.
we're trying to be really fair with the pricing. We put a lot of time and energy in it. We have awesome upgrades coming out for this product as well. And the one thing that one of many things that people don't know about is the versatility on the laser itself. Like we have, if you don't mind, I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah, please do.
Actually, someone just posted something. One of our guys just posted something on Instagram, but this laser spins around. So I put a black mark here so you can see that I'm spinning it. But this spins around. So you could put this in front of you and have a line going straight across this way. You could have it behind you. You could have it behind the hole. If you don't have a hole, you use this as the hole. I mean, there's so many different ways. If you do have a break, or if you prop up your carpet a little bit, let's say, or if you're in the training facility and there is a break, you could turn this and create a line where you want to putt, and you don't have to keep moving this either. All you do is spin the top, you know?
Interesting.
And then rechargeable battery, absolutely awesome, super lightweight. I think it's a no-brainer. Every golfer should have one in the bag, and everyone should practice putting because all these guys who are trying to break 100, trying to break 90, trying to break 80, trying to break 70, it's all in the putting. It's all in the putting.
No doubt. Well, and let's talk about that a little bit because in previous episodes, I've had some people on that have talked about, you know, how to refine your stroke, how to focus on getting better at putting. But, what you said, I thought, there's a lot of merit to it. That putting really is about muscle memory and putting is about repetition because you don't have to be incredibly talented athletically. You don't have to have a tremendous amount of skill to become a good putter, but you do have to have repetition. You do have to have practice. So I think I think there's tremendous, again, I don't mean to be repetitive, but there's tremendous value in what you're giving to the customer because there's visual feedback on every single stroke that they're making. So they really do, like I said, what I thought was a straight putt wasn't necessarily straight. I was hooking something that I thought was a straight putt. So it gave me that feedback, and it might not feel comfortable at first because you realize, oh, I'm not as good as I thought I was, or I'm not, it doesn't feel comfortable to not have confirmation of what you believe that you're doing, but it allows you to get better from that point forward where you have factual, unequivocal feedback. You can get better from that point.
100%. Exactly. And, I had the same issue. Once I started using this, I realized now I can picture the line without the line,
Mm-hmm.
because and now I know exactly how far back to stand because there's feedback. There's this line, so I know exactly where to place my feet from the ball, exactly how to lay my putter down when I'm looking at my target. I think it's once you start using it over and over and over again, and we're not saying a long time, it's 5-10 minutes, and it looks pretty. So you're whether it's your significant
Fair.
other or your parents or something, they're not gonna yell and scream at you having like a big contraption on the floor or anything. Put anywhere you want. This thing could be anywhere on your desk or something. It doesn't look bad.
No, it does not. It blends right in. That's very true. So where do you guys sell your product at? I know that people can go on your website. We'll make sure that people have links to that before, like when we post this. But where else can they find your product right now outside of your website? Are there other places?
Primary sale is our website. We're doing a lot of talks right now with a couple of big box. We don't know where we're going yet, but
Okay.
right now I would advise everyone just go to our website. Our warehouse is in New Jersey, so we ship it immediately, the same day or the next day. We get it out to you right away. If you email us, I'm the one responding. Me and my cousin, my partner Jay, are the ones that are responding to all the emails. So any issues you have, which we see very little to none, holler at us. Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, I just to back up on that, because I just asked so people can kind of feel and touch it potentially, but I will tell you the direct to consumer model really has, kind of jumped into golf hot and heavy. And I think that it is that what people either realize or they don't, but I'd like to talk about it, is the fact that they can save a lot of costs going direct to the manufacturer as far as you being able to buy directly from you instead of having to go through a big box store a lot of the times. Yes, there's a value sometimes because they can walk in and see it. But when it comes to what they're actually getting, the customer service level, everything else, when you're direct to consumer, you get to control all of those things.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And then we're also refining, so we don't want to mass manufacture even more and get it out to big box stores when we have all this other new ideas that are coming
Yeah.
along, and we're designing and engineering new stuff. So we're very intimate with our customers per se. This is something that we're really passionate about. We got some other things coming for the holidays as well. We have a golf training towel, which is only exclusive for through our website, and then we have upgrades for our previous customers, which is only allowed to purchase for customers who've purchased with us already. And then
Nice.
now we're building a big library of we have amazing trainers and golf pros across the country. We're building an amazing library of videos and stuff that people can utilize to see the versatility of the PuttAim device.
I think that's fantastic. The more people that are experts in the industry, the more people that buy in, the more content that they deliver that has your product in it. It's just confirmation bias for everybody that everybody who's seen it that thinks it might be something that would benefit them. It just confirms, and I can attest to it. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous value. They definitely should, check it out if you're interested. Your outlook on the golf industry as far as where you see things going. I mean, we had, COVID gave golf a shot in the arm a couple of years ago. It really did kind of push people outside into golf. It seems like people have stuck for right now. It seems like people, it gave people the opportunity to be introduced to the sport. They're still continuing to stay in the sport. So where do you guys see things, from your seat and just kind of your experience in the golf industry? Where do you see things going here in the next couple of years?
The golf industry, the industry professionals, it's a very small family. One person knows the other person. Like there's always some kind of third degree of separation, which has been
Right.
amazing. Been able to bounce off ideas, work together, collaborate with many other companies, which has been so enjoyable and interesting. I think the boom has created like the perfect opportunity for us as the PuttAim team with more players entering the game, that there's definitely a growing demand for tools that can help golfers improve. So I would say we're going to keep at this. We're going to keep developing this product, make it even more and more better. We have some amazing ideas. I mentioned that a lot of times. I want to tell you guys, but I can't right now. But we're gonna continue to widen our brand. We're gonna do more things putting, more things swinging, more things irons, more things driver. We have some really good ideas that we're just making sure that we get our patents aligned before we
Right.
start going out to market with stuff. And we want to make sure it's absolutely perfect when it comes to design and the manufacturing.
I like it. I really do like it a lot. And I think that, just to reiterate what I said before, no matter how much talent you have, no matter how much ability you have in the game of golf, the one thing that everybody can do is learn how to aim correctly. And it really does take care of a lot of problems that you think you have. You might think it's something within your swing and it's just where you're aiming. And so I really do think that that's an easy way for you to get a lot better, a lot faster. You said it to me earlier, and I agree with you. It's one of the fastest ways to lower strokes. You can take strokes off your game just by learning how to aim correctly. And I think that you guys are offering people something that's technologically better, it's cost effective, and it's something that everybody who's listening to this can take advantage of tomorrow and get better at the game.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Well said.
If people want to learn more about you and your company, where's the best place for them to go?
Yeah, so go to www.puttaim.com. There's a bio down below. We're putting great videos and all the new products all on our homepage. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@puttaim.com.
Awesome. I'll make sure that everybody has a link to that at the bottom. As he said, things are changing all the time, so it's a great place to bookmark and check back with him regularly. If you're in the market for anything during the holiday season, or just you just get excited about this and you want it for yourself, check it out. I want to thank you very much. I think this was awesome. More to come. I'd love to have the opportunity to recall you as as you keep developing the product, as you guys keep getting better. I'd love to bring you back on and just have you share more with the audience of where you guys are going.
100%. And we'd love to see you utilize the PuttAim and send us some videos.
Hey, videos are coming soon, so absolutely. There's definitely in production as we speak.
Awesome.
JP, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks so much, Jesse. Appreciate it.